Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Journey to Become Wealthy. My name is Kelvin Reed, and today is Wednesday. And what a wild Wednesday it has been. We just saw the markets rally like crazy, and some of my favorite stocks went to the moon. But before I get into it, make sure you like, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so that you get notified when I make videos. All right. Let's talk about it. We already know Jerome Powell came out and said some very empowering words today. The stock market went crazy. Everyone is excited. And my question is, will we finally see the bull market? Is the bear market over? You guys let me know what you think about that in the comments while I talk about everything else that's going on today, right? So Jerome Powell came out and pretty much said, hey guys, CPI data is looking great. Inflation is looking good. We have some indicators that inflation is constantly coming down and we can essentially slow down on the rate hike. So, hey, we're not going to keep hitting y'all in the head with the 75 basis points. Instead, we're going to thump you a little bit with a 50 to 25 basis point interest rate hike. And that is great news for the markets because people were being killed. The housing market is being destroyed. We have seen a lot of things just really be beat down. And I mean, so that what does that mean? That means it is working. Things are working. People are spending less money. Inflation is coming down. Prices are coming down. Gas is now average $2.99 at the pump. Is what I heard today when I was doing my research. All of that is great news for the consumer, for the regular person like you and I. So now we can finally save some money. The market is reacting very well to this news. And talking about it, let's just take a look at it, right? So we got the Dow up 2.18% today, up over 700 points. S&P 500 up 3.09% today. NASDAQ up 4.41% today, and the Russell up 2.72% today. And we see the almighty VIX come down 5.98%. And you all know this is great, right? Because we were just looking at these numbers on Monday, the 5-day and the month, and the NASDAQ and Russell were actually looking very slim, but the Dow and the S&P 500 were looking pretty comfy. Let's take a look at those today. On the 5-day, the Dow is now up 1.14%. On the month, up 5.93%. Now, the thing that's really going to tell it, right, from that low, where are we at in the Dow? From the low, we have bounced back 20.41%. So in the Dow, we have officially hit a new bull market. Will it stay steady or will it crash again? Because let's not forget the last low to the high, we hit about 17%. So actually it was 14%. We hit a peak of 14% right before we started to plumb back down. This massive 15.89%. Now we are here and we're up 20.41% from the lows. In the Dow though, that is excellent news for us. That is great. On the 5-day for the S&P 500, up 1.53%. On the month, up 5.81%, trailing the Dow on the 5-day. But let's check it out from that low, right? So I think this is our low for the year so far. And we are up 14.06% in the S&P 500 from the lows. We have not yet hit that bull market territory, but we are on our way. Again, now we got to look at the past. Because last time, right, the Dow was only up 14% from its last low to high point, while our S&P 500 was actually up 17.41%. So can we beat out this 17.41%? Did the markets reverse? So is the S&P 500 now just going to trail behind the Dow while the Dow takes off? Or, hey, what's going to happen? Are we going to come back down? You all already know that there's a strong anticipation of a recession in 2023. And here it is now. Tomorrow is going to be the first day of December. Will that spark the beginning of the downtrend, right? We know this year the beginning happened actually in January. January 3rd was the beginning of this downtrend, this major slope to the downside, where we're currently down 14.94% for the year. So we took this beating, right? We took this major beating. Let's see if we are down for the year on the Dow. I didn't say that. So for the year, actually on the Dow, we're only currently down 5.45%, which is excellent. That's amazing, right? For the year to date, we're only down 5% in the Dow. Let's take a look at the NASDAQ. 5-day up 1.94%. And we know we were just down on that, right? We were down about 0.5%. We are actually up. That's a major rebound. On the month, up 5.30%. We were down on that as well. Major rebound. Year to date, let's find our low, guys. Let's find our low. It really don't look like we got much from those lows. 10,342 there. Let's see where we are here. 10, 3, 2, 1. So we're actually up 11.11% in the NASDAQ from the lows, but year to date we are down 27.57%. So if you were heavily invested in tech or heavily invested in some of these NASDAQ composite companies, you are down 27%, taking a beating. I mean, that's if you just invest in the NASDAQ. We know that many of these are down over 80%, over 50%, over 60%. This year has really just been one for the books, especially for some of those new ones. The Russell up 1.90% on the month, 1.26% on the 5-day. Year to date, it is down a total of 16.98%. Let's see from this low, right? From our low, we're actually up 13.93%. So we're seeing the Russell perform better than the NASDAQ. But again, let's see from this last low, where did it break, right? It actually was up 22%, 22.52% before it came all the way back down to 18%. So you guys, we got to be prepared for these types of things, right? Let's make money on the way up or way down. We've been doing it all year, so let's continue to do that. Let's continue to make money, and let's continue to just stay focused and grind out. For the next year, right? We know that the journey we already now we have essentially completed a full year on a journey to become wealthy. We have outperformed the S&P 500, which is the goal for the year, right? So I'm gonna tell you guys, right? On my portfolio, the S&P 500 is down 14.94%. I am actually up 3% in my portfolio, so I beat out the S&P 500 for the year. That was my goal. Now I told you my real goal was to actually 50% to 100% my portfolio. I was unable to do that. That was my initial goal. But hey, as we go on, we re-strategize and we keep it moving. So that's what I end up doing. Some news for you guys, right? Which I already talked about this. Ain't no point in beating this horse. But stock futures tick higher after Wednesday's rally. So in the after hours, the market is still running. So I'm going to give you all this because this is the only piece I really found essential. The market is taking comfort in Powell's balanced tone, particularly the indication of slowing interest rate hikes ahead and risk management to mitigate risk of over-tightening, meaning he's not going to keep hitting us across the head with those 75 basis point hikes, said Young-Yu Ma, chief investment strategist at BMO Wealth Management. On Wednesday, the Dow jumped. We already talked about that, right? All major averages finished November higher. We already talked about that. So really and truly, so far, we are off to a good start ending the year. Let's hope that the month of December continues to hold the same. And y'all, just look at this. Look at NEO up 21.71% in a day. Now, that's only $2 for NEO, but still, that is amazing. But for the year to date, it is down 61.82%. That's trash. That is absolute trash, down 61%. But on the day, if you all continue to average down, hopefully you're seeing some gains, and that was a beautiful thing for y'all. On the day, it was up 21.71%. You can't beat that. That is a beautiful number to hear, right? Beautiful number to see. So hopefully you all made some money today. Hopefully you all continue to invest and make money over the next year. As of right now, with things going on in life, we are going to see if we're going to continue the journey to become wealthy, because this year we were actually unable to outtrend, right? We stuck strictly to the stock market. This thing wasn't meant to be strictly the stock market, but that's where we ended up. Hopefully next year we can, branch off to some other things, and we'll try and keep you all updated as we go. You all let me know in the comments, what do we want to see? What do we want to do in the next year? We'll put a little more effort to it versus just the stock talk. And that's where we are. I thank you guys for joining me on Journey to Become Wealthy. Hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys later.